Boerne Champion trying to knock it through the uprights, score this game at 17.
So again, 44 here for the all-district kicker and soccer letterman. High snap, good hold, low kick, but it's going to get there, and it is right down Main Street. We're all tied up after a 44-yard field goal by Nathan Bell. That's why you kick it. When you got that kind of confidence in your kicker.
Yeah, great job by Boerne Champion answering and at least coming away with 3 points there, but and you can't say enough about how good Navarrete looks. Just a sophomore quarterback, but already has some offers, including UTSA and UIW. I mean, this is a fun offense to watch, the way they spread you and dead you. It's speed all over the place, and they talked about wanting to be able to run the football tonight, obviously to set up the pass. But speed everywhere, and doesn't hurt when you got Greg the leg back there booming them field goals.
Julian Navarrete can really sling it, just 5'11", 165. But I tell you what, if you're a sophomore and you have Division I offers already, it means he's going to these camps and showing off that velocity, because that's what really pops, is he can spin it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got 23 touchdowns, Don, and only 1 interception on the year. I mean, that's one heck of a ratio. As a sophomore?
Yeah. High short kick going to go out of bounds. If he was aiming for the kicking net, it was good. But Wagner will have it at their own 30 with 5 minutes to go, as we're all tied up. A few lead changes, and now it's the Chargers with the score to tie it back up. Fun.
Yeah, now the goal's got to be twofold, right? Obviously, if you're Wagner, definitely want to go down and try to score some points. That's goal number 1. But number 2, while you're doing it, see if you can chip away and really shorten up the rest of this first half and not give Boerne Champion any opportunity to get their hands on the football again. We've seen how explosive they can be on offense, so kind of have to manage the game right here on both ends of the football.
And that flex bone, it's a countywide service company first down. Coming right. Got a blocker. And a nice gain there on first down for Tardy. Got to tip your cap to Tardy, who's battling that ankle. And he just keeps coming back in the football game every time. Gingerly stepping out of bounds there, but he's limping a little bit. I think he's playing in some pain, but playing well.
Yeah, and he's not the only one, obviously, but you know, reason why this guy's a team captain, too, showing you what he's made of. A lot of grit.
Second and short. I thought they handed it up the middle. You get faked out by that thing, but guess who did not get faked out? Boerne Champion. Alexander Sansone right there. Huge loss on the play. It was 2nd and 3, and now it's back to 2nd and 10.
Alexander the Great. Watch him just shuck the block. Hello. Wow, what a football play. Got the inside leverage, and oh, man, did he finish that one off.
Interesting turn of events with the field position here with the clock. 3rd down and long, 4:22 to go. They'll hit the counter back to this side, but Champion doing a good job running it down as a team, including the linebacking core there. 42 in on the tackle. That's Roman Flugans again.
Yeah, doing a really good job in the box, right? Serber, Thrush, and Hollingsworth on that defensive line. And the linebackers chipping in too, going sideline to sideline, and wow, quickly getting off the field is the Boerne Champion defense, and now with a chance to maybe take the lead before the end of the first half.
Yeah, huge play on that 2nd down loss. That'll force the punt from Facundo. Fair catch called for and made by the star of this first half, Brogan Dempsey. So the Chargers will have it with 3:29 here to go in the half. This game all tied up, a back and forth affair. And next week, Chuck, we're headed to Comalander Stadium for the final TNL game of the year. The Clark Cougars taking on Johnson.
Johnson not missing a beat this year, right? Same old, and the Cougs with a chance too. Gonna have to win some ball games here late, but should be a fun one next week as we wrap up another season of TNL. Can you believe?
Boy, it flew by, didn't it?
Yeah.
Countywide Service Company first down. For Julian Navarrete, the sophomore. Zachary Garcia behind him here. He keeps play action, wants to throw, but pressured too much and dropped. Big fella, 94, getting in there for the Wagner Thunderbirds. That's Keith Collins, the junior.
Yes, it is Keith Collins. Look at big fella go and then let him eat.
Moves pretty well for a kid that size.
Indeed. Austin Navarro running up there to help out as well, but nice play.
2nd and 17 now. Playing behind the sticks, and they'll wait for the play call. Inside handoff, good for about 3. And it'll set up 3rd down and long as we take a look at one of our IBEW local 60 player profiles. That's Taylor Castillo, the senior offensive lineman, 2-year letterman there on the leadership council, and taking a very nice photo as well.
Indeed. He and Palomo really providing a lot of leadership on that offensive line. Again, this is a very, very young Boerne Champion football team.
All right, they've got Dempsey soloed up. Bottom of your screen, 1-on-1. And Navarrete will roll, now fire. That's caught, and it's well short of the first down. And now it's Champion's turn to punt away. And we'll see Wagner getting the football. Both defenses stepping up big, making plays behind the line of scrimmage that has allowed their defense to get off the field.
Yeah, really good job by Wagner blanketing 4 and then forcing Champion to throw underneath and get off the field. Man, 2 big defensive stops now here to end this first half.
Carter Thompson to punt it away. High kick, but it's really short. And it bounces right at the 40, and it's down right at the 39-yard line. So really good field position here. Only a 24-yard kick. And Moonlight Ballroom Smile Cam was over at Champion this morning for the pep rally. Good crowd on hand. They're fired up for today's game. Moonlight Ballroom, your #1 place for quinceañeras and birthdays and all kinds of parties. Beautiful campus there, by the way. Out of Boerne Champion. 1:50 to go. Countywide Service Company first down. This running offense has 3 timeouts if they can get something going. And they do. Right up the middle, still running. Reynolds to the 30. Won't be brought down until he gets all the way down to the 25.
I'll tell you what, man, he just goes right between the tackles, and you're thinking there's no way he's going to get out of this. And yet, there he does. Look at the high knees, and then, man, I cannot believe he was able to make about another 15 yards after the Boerne defender tried to take him down. What a run.
Yeah, he took the first contact on the hip, and then that left stiff arm just really kept that run alive. So the Thunderbirds threatening. Countywide Service Company first down. 1 minute to go in the half. We'll go back to him, and this time it's read well. He's dropped for a loss by Joshua Sherber, the senior. Clock runs, and now Wagner's going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts.
You can tell Serber really explosive off the ball. It's never fails, right? You just have a long run. You get maybe the worst of it after you're being tackled, and they come right back to you, right? It's nothing easy about playing high school football in the state of Texas when you're a dude.
We've got some all-stars playing in this one. As you're taking a look at Wingman, their mascot, both coaching staffs, talking about situational football here with 53 seconds to go. Kevon Carter, Azario Brooks, we've called them a lot, along with William Reynolds. There's no secret why those 3 are in the all-star game. Showing out here tonight, all 3 of them. Carter's got the block punt. Azario Brooks has the recovery. A couple of tackles for loss. And Reynolds has 2 scores and a couple of long runs.
Well, for the most part, Don, I mean, like, those are your 3 best guys, right, on the field. And luckily for them, even in the midst of all these injuries, those guys have been managed pretty well to at least play hurt or be, you know, not banged up enough to where they couldn't play.
They'll throw it on 2nd and 13. They swing it out there and pick up about 4 as Stevens Jones picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 11. Interesting to see what they do here as it continues to click. We've got 2 timeouts to go. 16 seconds. Gonna throw it. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th down with 11 seconds, and maybe they kick it. We'll see Damian Facundo. This is going to be about a 41-yarder. We've got a 44-yarder by the Boerne kicker, or the champion kicker that is, Nathan Bell. This is going to be 42 for Facundo.
All of a sudden, these defenses have come to play, huh? Both teams doing it a little differently on offenses, but the defenses have adjusted nicely here as we wind down the rest of the half.
They haven't attempted many field goals. High snap. Hold was good, but that's a low kick, and it's not going to get there. 7 seconds to go. Champion will have it, and they'll likely take a knee or maybe take a shot. Who knows? That Brogan Dempsey can run past everybody. So why not take a shot?
Let's see if they come up with a little trick here on this final play. I say why not, right?
They've had 2 huge completions down the sidelines, but they've also missed on a couple of seam routes right down the middle of the field. I might go back to that. Typically, though, coaches play this safe.
That's what they look like they're doing, at least out of this formation.
Yeah, and they will. And that's halftime. A tied game. What a great first half of football here at Rutledge Stadium in Converse, Texas. A legendary sight and a great football game for you tonight on Halloween. Matt Burgundy is waiting for Jason Starren, who did not convert on his last series as an offensive coordinator. His field goal kicker just missed a field goal. He can't be in a great mood, and Matt's going to try to make him smile. This should be fun.
Jason's got a little chance here to blow off some steam right here in front of his ball club as he wants to see him play a little bit sharper in the second half, but all in all, both teams putting out solid efforts here in the first half.
This is not going to go over well. Let's go down to Matt Burgundy.
So
before time.
on obviously let up some big set in the second half.
And we got defensive coaches, we got good players, you know. It's all good.
All right, coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Didn't quite sell it like I thought he would, right? Great job, man. We're all tied up. When we come back, it's our Centromed halftime show. These great bands. Late in the season, they've got their full contest performances ready to go. Don't miss it. We're coming back with the Centromed halftime show right after this.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, Centro Med, Enroll SA, San Antonio Sports, Valero, San Antonio Zoo, County-Wide Service Company, Christus Children's, ACNowSA.com, Rhino Roofers, San Antonio Ready to Work, Moonlight Ballroom, Air and Plumbing Today, Living Way Church, San Antonio Metropolitan Health District, Premier Pros, IBEW, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
The champion from under the direction of this now taking the field,
Two, three, four, five. Channel 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic check.
Welcome to the Centro Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back to DW Rutledge Stadium here in Commerce, where the Boerne Champion Chargers and the Wagner Thunderbirds tied up at halftime. We're having a great time here at DW Rutledge Stadium. Right now, the Boerne Champion Band is on the field. We spoke to their band director a little bit earlier this week. Take a listen.
My name's Jason Yachts. I'm the head band director here at Boerne Champion High School, and this is my 5th year leading the program. This year's show is entitled That's a Stretch, And so we really lean into that visually. And I think the most noticeable thing people would see with our show is a very large 12-foot diameter rubber band ball. So I think that's a very bright, engaging prop that people will be able to follow through the show. And then, of course, our students are performing some different throughout to convey that concept. This has been a very successful year for us competitively, placing top 3 at a sort of pre-oil competition. This last Saturday, we competed in our area competition, and we do participate in one of, I think, in my opinion, the more challenging 5A UIL areas in the state. And so we were area finalists this year, which is a very tall order, I think, and the only group from our region that made the area finals. So very proud of our students towards that, and all the work that they put in over the course of the season since July to make that opportunity happen for them. So it's been very successful. I'm fortunate to work with some pretty incredible colleagues. And so our assistant director here at Champion High School, Matt Pale, is a huge part of our student success, and certainly the program would be very different without his contributions. But we also have some contributions from Thibaut Tristan and Chelsea Martinez, Daniel DeSalles, Madeline Pappas directs our color guard, and they all have some different roles and capacities in terms of time that they spend with us, but they all contributed at a very high level. And then, of course, our administration here at Champion is outstanding. Our current principal, Natalie Binky, is a huge supporter of our students and our program, as well as the rest of our campus administration. And then, our school district is hugely supportive of fine arts. Fine arts coordinator Ken Peach and Assistant Superintendent John O'Hare, as well as our superintendent Dr. Emerson Kraft, are big supporters of not just our band program, but fine arts overall in our district and on our campus. But no successful high school band program can be successful in the state of Texas without incredible parent support, and we certainly have that. Our booster program is the best of anywhere I've been in my career, and the amount of time that our boosters spend, the funds that they raise for above and beyond experiences for their students is really exceptional and very appreciated.
Well, now it's time to vote for the Christian Children's $5,000 band grant. To vote for the Boerne Champion High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen or visit cw35.com/station/contest. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Valero are shining a light on teams and individuals who model key values through their actions. This week, we salute 2 schools whose community projects demonstrate beyond the game values. The Alamo Heights soccer team spent a day volunteering with Snack Pack for Kids San Antonio. They organized food donations and sorted hundreds of snack packs so that weekends are hunger-free for students in need. Members of the Clark girls basketball team volunteered as court demonstrators for the Texas High School Coaching School and Convention. The Lady Cougars demonstrated skill-based drills, offensive sets, and inbounds plays at multiple sessions. These athletes demonstrated the beyond-the-game values of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service. San Antonio Sports and Valero salute high school and middle school coaches who inspire their athletes to serve others. Parents, teachers, and coaches can nominate teams and individuals that go beyond the game.
You're watching the Central Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back to DW Rutledge Stadium, which I'm pretty sure stands for Definitely Wonderful Rutledge Stadium. Beautiful night here at the Judson High School Stadium, so it's absolutely wonderful. We're going to introduce our scholar athlete now. Every week on TNL, we showcase amazing student athletes. I know, it's very awesome. And at the end of the year, our sponsor, Beluga Air, will present one of the athletes picked this year on TNL a $10,000 scholarship to one of them. Our David Chancellor introduces us to this week's scholar athletes from Wagner and Boerne Champion.
I'm looking at your resume here, and it's just filled with all these amazing things. And
I lost my place.
You do all of this on one kidney, is that right?
Yes, he did. Wagner senior Ryan Self had a kidney removed as a child, and that comes with a lifetime of reminders.
For limitations, I have to go see my nephrologist every couple years, and I'm not able to play football, which I played in middle school, but they won't let me play in high school due to the risk of injury.
No problem. Ryan dominates in baseball instead. Get this, he was the district pitcher of the year last year and holds the school record for lowest ERA ever. And he's headed to UTSA on a baseball scholarship.
Is that a UTSA shirt you have on there?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. It is.
I'm just curious.
Mom got it for me.
I mean, I'm curious how, you kind of walk around school with pride saying, hey, college athlete, D1 college athlete right here.
Not all the time, but today was just one of those days I felt like doing that.
Well, there you go.
He's got a 103 GPA, number 15 in his class, and he plans to major in biology. He's grateful he's going to UTSA. I think they're lucky to get him.
I was constantly stressing about it, and I didn't know what I wanted to do or where I would go or anything like that. But then the UTSA coaches, they saw me, they thought they gave me a chance, and it's made things a lot easier for me.
Boerne Champion's Caroline Sedlak is a leader in every club, every organization, in every part of her life.
Leadership to me is more than a title, it's a lifestyle. It's about being so passionate about what you do that you want to support your team and push them to reach your goals, as well as pushing yourself to reach your full potential and all your goals as well. And it's about caring about what you do, not just because you want the title, but because you really care about your team and want them and yourself to reach the full potential that you can.
She's the head cheerleader at Champion. She's a 3-time All-American, and she hopes to cheer at UT next year.
People a lot of times just look at us and see pom-poms, smiles, waves, but they don't understand that we're athletes as well. We're spirit leaders, ambassadors, and athletes all at the same time. So while there's, yes, the smiles and the waves and the shakes of the palms, there's also the tumbling and the flipping and the stunting, and that's all very athletically demanding. So I think that part definitely deserves some more credit in the cheer world.
She is vice president of the Honor Society, president of the Science Honor Society, and her 107 GPA puts her in the top 1% of her graduating class.
It makes me happy. I mean, it fuels my fire. Like, I do what I'm passionate about, and it gets me excited to wake up every day, reach your goals, stay involved in your community, make a difference.
She's been the big fish in the Boerne pond for 4 years. You can bet that won't change in college, even among 50,000 other students at UT.
I think just kindness is one way, like brighten people's days a little bit. That's the way you can stand out and make a difference, and just not being afraid to just be myself.
watching the Central Med Halftime Report.
Oh, this is my song. It makes me want to dance, too. This is senior night here for the Thunderbirds, the Wagner High School Marching Band, also on the field right now, playing their trombones and whatnot. We talked with band director about this year's band. Take a listen to him.
My name is Jose Raul Perez, and I'm the director of band at Wagner High School, and this is my 5th year here at Wagner. And we also have Mr. Raul Cisneros, who is our jazz director and percussion director. We also have Mr. Joseph Trevino, who's brand new to Wagner High School. This is his first year here. He's our woodwind director and marching director. We also have Mr. Ruben Alejandre, who is our color guard director. He leads one of the biggest color guard programs here in San Antonio, here at Wagner High School. We also have our techs, Mr. Braylon Blassingame, who's our drumline tech. And we have Mr. John Rodriguez, who's our percussion tech, and Miss Ali Mesa and Alyssa Hostos, who are color guard techs. We're a young band this year. As many programs here in San Antonio, we're still kind of recovering from the COVID years of not being able to recruit and going down to the middle schools and stuff like that. So it is a young band, but this is the biggest band that we've had post-COVID. So we're 204 members strong. So because we had very few games this past season that were home, it's actually going to be our senior game. So we're going to be honoring all of our seniors in dance, choir, and in band at halftime. So we're going to be honoring the seniors and their parents for all of the hard work that they put into our programs. In order to be a senior in our program, that means that you've been in our program for 7 years, because we count from middle school all the way up into high school. So it's a big deal for us, and we're very happy to showcase all of our seniors. This past year, we went to several competitions. Went to Austin, went to here's some local here in San Antonio, and the kids had an amazing performance, an amazing season, and we're very excited for what the future holds for our program. Special shout out to our boosters for all of the help that they do across the season. Setting up, tearing down, making sure that our kids are well taken care of and hydrated, always providing snacks for our kids, and just anything we need. We really, truly appreciate all of the boosters, as well as our administration here at Wagner High School and Judson Fine Arts for all of their support throughout our marching season and our concert season.
To vote for the Wagner High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen or visit cw35.com/station/contests. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area. Thanks again to Christus Children's for sponsoring this year's $5,000 band grant.
You're watching the Central Med Halftime Report.
Welcome back. We are all tied up as we get ready for third quarter action on Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights. It's our Central Med TNL halftime show, and I hope you've enjoyed the bands, the Scholar Athletes, and Matt Burgundy. Time for our San Antonio Ready to Work first half highlights, and this has been fun. A back and forth affair. William Reynolds going in from 16 yards out gave the Thunderbirds a 7-0 lead, but Champion would answer. Brogan Dempsey's had a big game. This one going 68 yards for the touchdown. That tied things at 7 apiece. We went to the second quarter, and they go back to that man right there, number 4, Brogan Dempsey. What a catch, Chuck.
Indeed, what a throw. On the run, and a dime. And Don, you know, we talked about this guy and what kind of a football player he is. We also talked about what kind of a soccer player he is, too. So I wonder which one he's best at. But tell you what, they've got some weapons on this Wagner team, too, don't they?
Reynolds tied it up there. They kicked a couple of field goals at 17 all. And we're coming back with more third quarter action from Rutledge Stadium.
The best Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Isaiah Hopewell to do the kick, but they fake it. They're going to have something good happen here. They throw it and complete it. Down the sideline. No flags. Touchdown, Judson Rockets.
Holy cow, look at the Judson sideline. They are going nuts. Don, I'm watching this play going. I'm going, come on, H.
He sprinted down the first one. Now the second one.
Onside kick. And it goes right to Riverside. Harry Armstrong throwing out all the stops.
The pass rush has generally been 3. Deep ball looking for Stewart, and Stewart brings it home inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 40.
Stewart will be a star at the college level and beyond.
Shoulder, Kostov, 230 pounds. Watch this right in here. Boom.
Going for two. Two unbeaten records on the line. Throws left side. It's caught. It's caught, and Ravenwood wins. And Ravenwood is 9-0.
All right, Chuck, it's the spooky halftime stats. And it's spooky for Boerne Champion on the run game, but it's just exact opposite. The passing attack versus the rushing attack, and total yards similar. And Champion hadn't had as many first downs, but they've had the big plays, and that's why we're all tied up.
You're exactly right. I mean, it's strange, right? How many big plays we've had. I mean, you'd expect it from a passing team, right? To have some explosives. But Wagner's had some huge runs in this game, and add it all up, stats look pretty equal in this football game, and certainly equal on the scoreboard as we are all knotted here at 17 at the break.
Both teams about to come back onto the playing field. That's a pretty impressive piece of equipment that the Chargers run through. Holy cow. Those things have gotten a lot more elaborate. I got a smoke machine guy. I remember when we were in high school, we worked all week on that paper, taping to paint something on a breakthrough on a paper with two wooden sticks.
Yeah, times have changed, right? Everything's bigger, and even like when you watch the cut-ups from across the country for TNL, right? It looks different here, right? Everything's bigger and better in Texas, in my humble opinion.
That's true. The stadiums are nicer. If only they could do something about the broadcasters.
Right.
Time for our Rhino Roofers second half kickoff. As we get closer here in a football game. We've had a really fantastic season at TNL. I know we got tonight and next week left, but we've had a minimum amount of blowouts this year. A lot of competitive games, a couple games going right down to the wire. I think we had back-to-back games that went down to the last play.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with your assessment there. It just seems like week in and week out, these are the kind of contests that we've had.
Yeah, it's been fun. Wagner won the toss, elected to defer, so they'll receive it here in the second half as we start all knotted up at 17. Impressive kickers here tonight. 44-yarder from Nathan Bell. 42-yarder from Damian Facundo was no good, but he's also added a field goal. And here we go at 17 apiece. Darion Monday and Jaden Tardy back. And kick it high and short. And that one's muffed, but getting back onto it right at the 21-yard line is number 21, Darion Monday. And so they'll have it at the 21, will the T-Birds. And here we go with Charles Mondi and company. William Reynolds, a huge first half. Two touchdowns. Got 115 yards on 9 carries.
That's a pretty impressive run per average.
They'll hand it to him on first down, going nowhere as that Champion defensive front bows up. I'll tell you what, Joshua Sherber having a really good game here tonight.
Yeah, Hudson Thrash too, right there in the middle, Don. I mean, these last 3 possessions for Wagner, I mean, those 3 dudes up front for Boerne Champion are really bowing up right now.
Second down and 9. And here's Mondi. Pitch it this time to the outside. That's got the seam, does the option there. And let's go down to Matt Burgundy. Or is it? Oh, it's not. It's Ricky Bobby Matt. But
it's Matty Bobby, sir.
It's what?
Pretty much. It's Matty Bobby.
Matty Bobby.
Matty Bobby, if you haven't heard of me. I don't know how you haven't. If you ain't first, you're last. Because I wake up in the morning and I pee excellence, as everyone would know. I spoke to Coach Ellis from the Boerne Champion sideline, and he said he's got to have a little bit of shake and a little bit of bake on the second half. He has to stop plays like that one so they can get into the winner's circle and be first, not last, guys.
All right, thanks, Matty Bobby.
I think he was paraphrasing, right?
Excellence.
Matt?
Yeah, I still think that's a little bit, more than we need to know. But it's good enough this play anyway for a San Antonio Zoo first down for William Reynolds.
Yeah, 2 really good plays in a row after we were just lauding the Boerne Champion front. Back to back, nice explosive plays there for these Wagner T-Birds.
The San Antonio Zoo first down. They hand off inside to Reynolds there. He picks up about 3. Matt Roy must be a real big Will Ferrell fan.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Any Will Ferrell themed Halloween apparel?
Yeah, some impressive costumes. Matt going all out tonight here on Halloween.
Do they still make Wonder Bread, by the way?
I think so. I think so. Maybe not in this market. Maybe not. Second down 7. Wagner moving it here early in the third. Quarterback keep from Mondi. He's going to be short of the line to gain. It's going to be third down and 2.5 or 3. And man, the uniforms are going to have a blast in the fourth quarter, by the way.
Absolutely. I look forward to that. Rough and tumbling here tonight. Lots of gritty, dirty yards in this ball game, especially coming from Wagner. That's what they're all about.
And they may be right here in that two down zone here. If you don't get it here on third, it's a good spot to maybe go for it. So they may be considering that as they call this play. And it's a keep. And they don't have to worry about it because Monde will move the sticks. He's got another San Antonio Zoo first down. And, Chuck, if you are one of those big guys that's committing to stop number 5 right there, you can see the linebackers crash, and that's why that other 2 options, whether you keep it or pitch it, is so hard to defend.
Shout out to Charles Mondi having himself a nice ball game here, Don. Elite student, and did you know he's a drummer on top of it?
I did not. There's a bust there. Reynolds trying to make something out of nothing, and he can't because that was going backwards from the get-go. They ran into each other, little busted play call, and then doing the rest was Ethan Jensen of the Chargers, the junior outside linebacker with good pursuit here, not letting Reynolds get to the edge.
Avoiding the stiff arm, too. That's a heck of a football play right there on the outside.
So that'll move the T-Birds back behind the sticks. It'll be second down and 16 now. Puts that running offense in a precarious spot. They'll pitch it to the outside. Good pursuit there. Tardy's going to turn it back. Nowhere to go. The champion Chargers staying home. Good pursuit. It'll be third down and about 15.
Owen Thornton does the best job right here of busting this up right there. Read it all the way, but your guy Ethan Jensen there to clean things up on the back end. Very good job that time, not letting Wagner get the ball outside.
So we'll see if this run-heavy flexbone offense goes to the air here on 3rd and 17. They may have 2 plays as well here, or they may decide to play field position and punt it away if they can't convert. Straight drop for Monde. Going to throw it to the outside. Had a man out there, just missed him. It was intended for Tardy. They missed him, so they will run out the punt team. And they'll try to flip the field here and back champion up deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Latrell Stevens-Jones, Don, was also running a fly. I mean, they had multiple options on that particular pass play. Just missed an opportunity there to extend this drive, or even better, maybe score some points.
Facundo will punt it away. Very dangerous. Brogan Dempsey back to receive it. Nice high kick, angling right there. Fair caught at the 13, and the Chargers will have it. We're all tied up. Early third on TNL.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Premier Pros.
And we're back here. Champion Charger football, first down. A San Antonio Zoo first down. They hand off inside for a gain maybe of about a yard. San Antonio All-Star Rosario Brooks there making the play. Second down and 9. Navarrete going to throw it. He's being chased. Gets rid of it as he was running for his life because Rosario Brooks was breathing down the back of his neck.
Yeah, kind of fun to watch Rosario Brooks in a ball game start to finish, Don. You've already talked about some of his accolades, and they are many. But watching this guy play every snap, I mean, he is a relentless bulldog out there. What a ball player.
Throw the little screen. That's not going anywhere. Reading it and making the play is Kevion Carter, the young man who's going to play at the next level at Texas State. Kevon Carter, excuse me.
Could have used him the other night, right? What a ball game that was between Texas State and Louisiana as they were duking it out in the Sun Belt for Sun Belt supremacy.
And he looks the part, man. He passes the eye test in pregame. Also, as you said, a track star, so he can run. He's only going to get bigger. End over end kick. And they're just going to let it roll dead right at the 49-yard line. We're all knotted up here mid-third quarter from Rutledge Stadium. It'll be Wagner football when we come back. We are back with our Moonlight Ballroom Smile Cam. The Wagner student section. Band, lots to smile about. The handoff inside. Big run. Reynolds to the 25 of Champion. Boy, that offense just lulls you to sleep with all their different looks. It's one formation, but they can do so many things off of it. And when you got a guy that's as dynamic as William Reynolds, you're going to pop those, and he has a few times tonight.
Yeah, and Mundy, the quarterback on the back end too, Don, really selling it. It's like after the ball's handed off, I mean, he's still acting like he's got the ball and running with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It takes me a few ticks to figure out exactly who's got it up here in the press box. Again, calling the number of Josh Serber, big number 99, who's had himself a whale of a game. Tough young man, athletic.
Yep, team captain for a reason, right? Playing like a lot of other 99s that are in the league.
Counter back this way to Reynolds. Breaks a tackle to the 20. Inside that Central Med red zone, down to about the 13-yard line. And boy, I like everything about him. He's tough, he's physical, he's fast. He's, very cunning as far as knowing when the contact comes and using that stiff arm.
Yeah, Sansone doing a good job, 27, and getting off his block, but man, he's just a hard guy to bring down.
San Antonio Zoo first down, and this time the quarterback keeps on the option pitch. And another gain for Charles Mondi. Barry Switzer would be proud of this triple option.
He would be, and probably proud of the way that William Tolar finishes tackles, man. He brings you down. You're going to feel it at the other end. And Mondi pops right back up, looking for some more. This has been one heck of a nice tussle here tonight at Rutledge.
Second down and 4. Get a first down at about the 4. And Serber says, no, sir. Another tackle by the big defensive end from Champion. And if he's got a recruiting tape, he's going to want to put this game on it because he has been everywhere for the Chargers tonight.
Yeah, super explosive off the ball. Gets great reads, sees the field. Kind of like the measurables, too.
There's a loss of 1. It's third down and 5. And they can get a first down at the 4-yard line. This time they go left. And it doesn't fool anybody other than me as they go to Reynolds for 1. It'll be fourth down. They'll run out the kicking team and try to take a 3-point lead here with Damian Facundo.
And Hudson Thrash is having himself a ball game right there. Their nose tackle. The junior with 3 quarterback hurries to his credit has been an absolute beast here, especially from the, I don't say, first quarter, late first quarter on. Been amazing.
Straight away, 25-yarder for Facundo. It's up, it's angling left, but I think it snuck through, and it did. It's good. And Wagner leads 20-17. 3:22 to go. It's the bottom of the Chargers inning when we come back. It's a Halloween dance party going on the sidelines. I'd like to see Ricky Bobby get in on that.
I think he'd be pretty good at that. Let's put it to the test.
Come on, Matt.
It's the season of the witch, y'all.
It's spooky.
Come on, Mike. There's a lot of things that Ricky Bobby does. Dancing, not one of them. I've caught myself on fire, stabbed myself in the leg, but dancing, not up to me.
What were the name of your children again?
Walker and Texas Ranger. They scissor kicked my father in the head. He's not with us anymore. He's gone. But they did a great job. I taught them to be winners.
Is it me or did Matty Bobby just have an Irish accent there for a second?
He's kind of taking the character and making it his own.
Yeah, I still hear a lot of Ron Burgundy, too.
It's okay. You know, there's 1,000 ways to do Shakespeare, bro.
Took a rendezvous in Ireland. I speak a lot of Gaelic now.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we got us a football game.
Yes, we do. .3:19 to go here, third quarter action. San Antonio Zoo first down for the Chargers. They fire that seam route over the middle, complete it this time. That's the first time, I believe, the first catch of the night for Zachary Lopez. They've targeted him a couple of times tonight. That's been there, and they convert it this time for another San Antonio Zoo first down. Nice throw, nice catch, nice gain.
You got to remember, too, this Wagner defensive secondary is very young. You're going to get a free play out of this?
Ooh, I think he heard a little footsteps there, did Brogan Dempsey. That's a dangerous throw. You can hang your guy out to dry, flag down. It's on the defense.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
First down and 5.
Yeah, 21 Monday was barreling in, and Jason Starren has marveled at Monday for a lot of reasons. He's a good football player, but he says he's the littlest guy out there, and he's been the one guy that has managed to stay healthy the whole year. He says this guy will cut you down and cut down you like you're a redwood. He plays with that kind of intensity.
Brogan Dempsey on this side. He's over the middle now. Instead, the completion's out to the other side of the field. Smith's got the catch. Another completion for Julian Navarrete, the sophomore quarterback who's been very impressive tonight.
Mixing and matching again to further the point about the secondary of Wagner. Don, they sent 3 of their DBs to college from last year's team, so they have a lot to replace, and so you got a lot of guys that are having to grow up in a hurry back there.
It's another San Antonio Zoo first down right at midfield for the Chargers. Trailing now by 3. They run their own little option. Smith's got it to the outside, and Carter runs him down on the far sideline. You can see the speed from Kevon Carter.
Did you see that? I mean, he checked the quarterback and still was able to get to the sideline and make the play. I mean, and if he's not there, that thing's going for a lot more than what it ended up being. I mean, this guy's showing you a little bit of everything tonight.
Yep, that's why he's headed to Texas State, play some Division I football. 2nd and 8. They throw it over the middle, and it was just a little early for the intended receiver. Navarrete had a guy there, but was just a little impatient. It was tipped. Aaron Davis tipped it.
Just not quite on the
Statistician
same
extraordinaire
page.
Mark Kusenberger noticing that with his eagle eyes from up here. Sets up 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Navarrete looks left, fires, completes it again, and that was in traffic. Again to Zachary Lopez, that's sophomore to sophomore. So you got that to look forward to, champion Charger fans.
Yeah, what a great look from our crew, too, right? I mean, that was threading the needle style. Bang, bang.
Way waited for that window to come open and threaded the needle. Did Navarrete. Moves the sticks again. It's another San Antonio Zoo first down. So the Chargers are on the move here at the 30. Navarrete will keep it himself and not go far. Javion Rector coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, with help from Brady Smith. These guys are really ratcheting it up in terms of the intensity level in this football game. And Wagner's season right there in front of them. They've got to find a way to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense in a very tight ball game here at Rutledge.
We'll call it 2nd and 9. They play action to Smith, complete it to the 20, inside the 20 to the 19. Micah Middleton took a shot, and he was a little slow getting up. And boy, did he take a big hit after the catch. You could see the way the officials reacted. We'll step aside as they tend to Micah. News to report. Micah Middleton just got the wind knocked out of him, so he's laughing about it now as they go back to the air. Caught! Touchdown! Brogan Dempsey again. His 3rd of the night, and the Chargers go back in front.
The only bad thing about that touchdown by Dempsey is it's really going to hurt his yards per catch. He just ran out of real estate. I mean, this guy, we talked about it coming in, 25 yards a catch. He's blown that up tonight. Every time he gets near the football, something good happens, and just like that, Boerne Champion back out in front.
Boy, Navarrete can really sling it, man. You can see why they, despite being so young and only 4-4 this year, have all the reason to be optimistic moving forward. Because that young quarterback can really, really spin it.
Right, so you got a sophomore QB, you got a junior right there receiving that touchdown.
And the 82 is a sophomore. So they've got a good young core. 22, the running back, the backup running back, Zachary Garcia is coming back. He's just a junior. And you got a couple of juniors up there on the offensive line as well. So young football team. And a bright future ahead of them, but meanwhile, the Wagner Thunderbirds are playing for now because they must win this game tonight and next week in order to get that 4th and final playoff spot, have a chance at it anyway.
Yeah, Boerne Champion, they're a little veteran-y up front. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, they got 3 seniors up there, but they do have 2 guys coming back, but you got to really like what they've got at the skill position going forward here. Mercy.
Diary on Monday, and Jalen Tardy back to receive. And it's muffed again. Boy, that's a deja vu all over again on Halloween. That's kind of spooky. We're back in 15 seconds.
Do you know a San Antonio teen in 7th to 12th grade looking for ways to get involved in the community? They can apply to be a Project Worth Teen Ambassador today. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
So the Wagner Thunderbirds find themselves down by 4 in this back and forth affair. 24-20 late third quarter. It looks like we're headed down to the wire again tonight on Thursday Night Lights, which would be about par for the course. We've had some great ones this year on TNL. It's the San Antonio Zoo first down for Mondi and company. Looks like he wanted to pitch it. That's how you play it perfectly from a defensive perspective. 27, staying at home for the champion Chargers. He's had himself a nice game, has Alexander Sansone.
He sure has. Alexander the Great. You talk about reading your keys, breaking down and making a play. It's exactly what he did. They were thinking about going outside. He even got his hands raised up a little bit, mess up the line of sight from the pitch. Seen some really nice individual defensive plays here in this ball game as well.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score, the champion Chargers 24, the Wagner Thunderbirds 20. And we're just getting started on Halloween here on Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back. Time for our San Antonio Ready to Work third quarter highlights. After going to Dempsey time after time, Zachary Lopez made a couple of big catches as the Chargers ran down the field. And then Dempsey capped it off with his third touchdown catch of the football game. 24-20 where we stand right now, with Wagner trying to answer as we start the fourth quarter. They run outside and look out! Down the sideline to the 50 is William Reynolds. I thought he was going to break that.
Yeah,
good hustle to get down there and make the tackle right at midfield by the Chargers.
Is that Maddox Wildly?
He just busted out of there, and then good speed by 45.
Yeah, Tolar having himself a ball game too, making a play right there and saving his squad 6.
Move the chains though. It's a countywide service company first down for William Reynolds and company. And that option, they pitch it to the outside, and it is read well. And again, it's number 27, Alexander Sansone, moving to the other side. And boy, has he been great at setting the edge against that triple option.
Yeah, just a great job of getting himself into a position to make a play, and he cannot be blocked for whatever reason, and then a little tete-a-tete.
Second down and 16, big loss on the play for the T-Birds. Not an offense that throws it much. Play behind the sticks, it makes it difficult to get the first down. Monday runs the option, doesn't get much at all. Maybe 2. Take a look at our Monarch trophies. The Monarch Trophy Company, been with us from the very beginning on TNL, 344-3777. We'll go online to mtsawards.com. We'll give the trophy away to our team and our MVP after the game. I wonder who will present the trophy. If it will be Matt Burgundy, Matty Bobby, or maybe someone else.
Willie Wonderbread.
3rd and 14. The counter to Reynolds. Reynolds has a shot at it, still on his feet, diving forward. First down, William Reynolds. What a play.
Beast mode. This guy's like, get off me. First of all, great job opening a hole at the point of attack, but look at the cutback, and then two guys have a crack, but Reynolds putting a wrap on this football game right now.
I get it. 18 for 193. It's a countywide service company first down, and I think Bondi got stepped on by one of his offensive linemen, and the lineman might be down too. Easy to sprain an ankle when you step on somebody's foot. That might have been what happened.
Well, the intensity level, Don, I think you can see it, right? You can almost feel it. I mean, both lines are really firing off the ball right now. Game and balance. Guys going backwards.
Tripped
more
up.
ways than one.
So again, on second down, they'll have second and long after a loss on first down. They've been able to overcome that so far tonight, thanks a lot in part to William Reynolds. He moved early that time. Mondi keeps, stumbles forward, and he gets the 35. It'll be third down and long. Call it 8. Now I would think definitely they're in two-down territory here. Trailing by 4, and right at that point where you wouldn't want to try a 55-yarder. Fumble. Ball's out. Chargers say they have it, but they don't. Falling back on top of it was a very heady William Reynolds.
Now that might be his biggest play of the night, although it's still going to be fourth and really long here, but now just all kinds of confusion after the snap, and the only guy that saw it was Reynolds.
Call me crazy, but I think their best shot here at 4th and 8 is Reynolds again. He's proven he can pick up 10 on his own. Instead, Mondi wants to throw. They throw it out in the out to Tardy, and it's incomplete. It's behind him. Champion holds, and the Chargers will get the football back at about their own 35-yard line. Big defensive stand by the Charger defense. We're back in 15 seconds.
Hey San Antonio teens! Are you looking for ways to share your voice, creativity, and ideas on ways to positively impact the community? Become a Project Worth Teen Ambassador. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
So, Boerne Champion, 7:18 to play. They have a 4-point lead. Still a lot of football left to be played here from Rutledge Stadium. It's a countywide first down. We're seeing a lot of fight from this Charger team that's been eliminated from the playoff contention. As Zachary Garcia goes forward. He's just a junior. Wagner needs to win to get in.
We talked about one of the keys to victory for these Boerne guys, Boerne Champion. Got to be able to run the ball and stop the run, and they've done a pretty good job of at least managing what they've been looking at in terms of Wagner's offense and picking up a nice chunk there on first down and maybe some more here on second.
Navarrete tackled near the stick. It looked like he was just short. It'll be third down and 1. Let's go down to the sidelines again, and there's Matty Bobby.
You know, I like to go fast, and I believe it was Eleanor Roosevelt who said that life is about speed. Hot, nasty, crazy speed, and that's what we've seen tonight on the field from both Boerne Champion and the Wagner Thunderbirds. This game is going to come down to the wire, and it's going to come down to who's fastest. Also, completely on a separate note, most of the cheerleaders and dancers here have never seen Talladega Nights Ballad of Ricky Bobby or Anchorman, because apparently it's 06 and 04 is when those movies came out. So I successfully feel really, really old tonight.
Yeah, and so they don't think you're funny at all. They just think you're weird.
No, so I've been asked if I am Wonder Bread most of the evening. I mean, I don't know what that. I don't know, but that's what I've been asked.
And so when you say no, I'm Ricky Bobby, they go, who?
Yeah, no, they have no idea. Zero clue. I was like, have you ever seen Talladega Nights? They're like, no. They said, when does the movie come out? I said, it was 2006. They're like, I was born the year after. It's like, I'm depressed. Okay, cool.
Welcome to our world, Matt. Welcome to our world.
I feel like you guys now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, face mask penalty, 15-yarder against Wagner. Will move Champion all the way down to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line of T-Birds as they look to try to put this thing away.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty, right? You're down 4 and clock is winding here. Got to get a stop, Wagner.
Right up the middle, big run, look out! Zachary Garcia to the house, touchdown Chargers!
Run the ball, stop the run, and wow, what a time to have your best run of the night. Zachary Garcia hitting the hole, and then look at the cut. And it's good if we're playing touch.
The Champion Chargers playing with grit and guts and playing for next year, and they kick it through, and it's 31-20. An 11-point lead with just 5:26 to go here from Rutledge Stadium.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Premier Pro.
It's 31-20. Zachary Garcia with a big-time play to perhaps put this game out of reach for the Wagner Thunderbirds, but we've still got 5:26 to go here. Their third muffed kickoff in a row is recovered by Wagner, I believe.
Still sorting it out.
Brock Pittman finally gets in there. And you know, Chuck, it gives us a moment to talk about how clean this game has been. We haven't seen very many penalties.
Nope, it's been a clean, hard-fought ball game, and nice to see both of these teams just really putting forth a great effort here tonight. A lot on the line for Wagner, and you know, Boerne Champion, man, nothing would make your season right than coming up with a victory on Thursday Night Lights in front of
Please set the
God
game
and
clock
country.
to 5:10.
Yeah, Brock Pittman sorting something out here. I don't know. It's just a clock situation. Only 3 penalties all night. 4 penalties all on Wagner. Clean game from Boerne Champion, but clean game pretty much for both teams. Countywide Service Company, first down. They're going to pitch it and throw it off the option there and almost connected. That's what you got to do when you have a running offense and you're playing from behind. You got to come up with something to throw the football down the field, and that was a nice design play, just overthrown a bit.
Yeah, they've had some opportunities. They just haven't been able to connect. I mean, they've run some really nice plays when they've tried to throw the football, and again, it was kind of like what was happening with Champion early on in this football game. You know, once they got warmed up, man, they really have done a great job of connecting as Boerne Champion throwing the football, but certainly Wagner's had their opportunities in the air. And then they
Up
got
the
this
middle,
guy.
Reynolds brought down from behind, but not before he gets a huge chunk. William Reynolds is a football player, man.
18 yards more on that one particular run.
He thought he had it busted too. You could see the disappointment on his face. He thought he was taking it to the house.
Just good in small spaces, right? I mean, there's just not a lot of daylight in there, but man, he gets in that hole, and then once he gets to the second and third lines, you better watch it.
21 carries for 228 yards. Quarterback keep on the option that time, picks up about 4. Problem for the T-Birds, they're running out of time. Down inside 4.5 minutes now. They got to go. They've got to score twice. Second and 7. It's Reynolds. He's got 3 more. It'll be third down. Tick-tock as we go inside of 4 minutes. His offense is not built from coming from behind and managing the clock well. You're 30 seconds in between plays here. Third down and 4. 2 plays to convert it. They throw to the outside. They got a man one-on-one, and boy, he fought that ball all the way to the end. I thought he was going to eventually catch it, Latrell Stevens-Jones. But instead, it's incomplete. Clock stops. That's the good news at 3:24. And he kept battling for that thing. Just couldn't hang on. Good pursuit out there by 45 of the Champion Chargers. William Toller, who's been really good on the edge with Facunde. Ball game right here. And it's Reynolds, and he got it and more. Across the 50 down to the 46. William Reynolds, just an absolute bell cow tonight.
Yeah, I dare say this is one of the finest performances we've seen all year, right? I mean, this guy, you can tell he's playing hurt. You got to have it on 4th down. Of course, everybody in the park knows he's getting the ball. This guy is just putting on a show. Really impressive.
Pitch it to the outside, good for about 3, maybe 4. That's Matthew Quinby, the senior. But the clock continues to run as we get near the 2-minute mark.
At some point, you got to throw it right, at least if nothing else, to stop the clock.
They pitch it again. Quimby's got a seam, get out of bounds. Does not, gets inside the 30. Maybe if you're just Coach Starron, you start thinking about burning a timeout.
Either that or just taking a snap and spiking it.
Well, the clock does stop to move the chain, so it stopped momentarily, but it's running again now as we get near the 2-minute mark. They'll get it to the outside, and out of bounds goes Tardy. That stops the clock. It'll be second down.
Winding the clock.
He got out of bounds, did he not?
I think they said he stopped his forward progress while he was in bounds.
Okay.
So here we go. You got to go.
You got 3 timeouts. Don't want to take them home. Back to pass, going over the middle, incomplete. Mondi had a receiver over the middle, just a little high, a little far. It'll be 3rd and 11.
You see, I mean, everybody goes to sleep on you offensively when you run the ball as much as they do. But again, their passing game and the packages that they have, they look good. They just have not been able to hook it up tonight downfield. Although there's been a lot of opportunities and some availability.
It's 3rd down and 11. Wagner down to their 2 final snaps. If they can't get anything here. Guess who? To the 20, to the 15. Breaking a tackle! William Reynolds is going to score! What a performance by William Reynolds! One of the great T&L performances of all time.
100%. I mean, this guy is just one big run play after another, and I mean, just get out of my way. Guys on my own team, guys on the other team, I got business, and it all starts in the end zone. Wow, what an absolute clinic this guy is putting on in terms of effort and showmanship.
If you convert here, a field goal will tie it. And it's off the hands of Tardy. And they'll have to score a touchdown after an onside kick. We'll see him attempt it when we come back. Moonlight Ballroom Smile Cam. All smiles are the Wagner Spirit groups right now because they have closed this to a 31-26 football game with 1:19 to go, but they'll have to convert an onside kick here. Just an amazing performance by William Reynolds. Look at that. 24 carries, 271 yards. Just short of the T&L record. Here's the onside kick to the other side, and it's recovered nicely. Good hands right there by the champion Chargers, number 8. That's Mark Thompson. Now, Wagner does have all 3 timeouts.
Well, that's why they were saving them, right? Or if they'd gotten the ball back. So this thing's not over yet.
Champion has not had the ball much here in the fourth quarter. This will be just their 4th play of the quarter. So very wise use of timeouts by Wagner because they can conceivably get it back without hardly any time going off at all. As you would think that Champion would be playing to run the clock and running the football here, but Navarrete, such a dangerous kid with throwing the football. There's a good chunk there. They'll burn the first one there, so only about 4 seconds comes off. Can you get the stop? We'll take it with him. It's 31-26. Champion trying to hang on when we come back. Welcome back. Here we go, 2nd and 5, 1:14 to play. Wagner needs a stop. They'll hand it to the outside. And a first down for Boerne, and that will likely do it. Champion picks up the first down. Wagner's just got 2 timeouts left. And that's not going to be enough. The Chargers will be able to run out the clock and hang on for a big win. They are on the year 4-4, only 1-4 in District 13 5A play, and they've had really a deceiving schedule. They beat Laredo United South, they beat Medina Valley, they beat Laredo Alexander to start off 3 in a row, 3-0, and then they had Smithson Valley, Seguin, and 3 consecutive losses to those 3: Smithson Valley, Seguin, and New Braunfels. They beat MacArthur and lost last week to Victoria East, but they've been competitive in these football games, and they've been able to score a lot of points. They played a very good New Braunfels team to 49-34. They lost to Seguin 73-66. And then they smacked MacArthur 58-13. So they put up over 50, really, in 3 straight games.
And it's kind of the scenario of what's going on with Wagner too, Don. I mean, they played Piper tooth and nail. They had the lead on Smithson Valley. I mean, this is a rough and woolly league, and you know, if you don't have everything go your way every single week or in a matter of weeks, it can go south in a hurry. So, I mean, this team is young, but still dangerous, as they're proving here tonight.
Tip of the cap too to Blaine Ellis, because you know, when you're not playing for a playoff spot and you're just playing out the string, it's hard to motivate kids. You know, they know what the standings are, and you know, but 6-4 is not a bad year if they can win tonight and win next week. And they came in 4-4. Of course, next week they do play Piper, so that's no easy feat there. But this will give them a lot of momentum going into that Piper game. And again, you want to build momentum. These are sophomores, and what an impressive passing game with Navarrete and his receivers, and they've got a bright future there in Boerne.
And again, what a yearbook timestamp for the season, right? To be able to do this, get a little bit of an upset on Thursday Night Lights. You got this for all time.
All right, it is time for our ACNowSA.com collision of the game. And Sansom's had a huge game, and he says, get sent some of that. Number 27, making the play on the edge. He sealed that edge a large portion of the night. And that is our ACSANow.com collision of the game. One more snap will do it. And the champion Chargers will be victorious for the 5th time this year. They go above 500. Big key win there for Coach Blaine Ellis in a great football game. in a losing cause, I'm tempted to give our player of the game away to William Reynolds, who was just fantastic tonight.
You're
Just
not kidding.
fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. The fact that you knew everybody in the ballpark would be keen on you all night long, and to put that kind of a ball game together regardless. Hats off to William and the rest of his Wagner teammates who really battled hard tonight this evening, and you know, the obvious disappointment of losing a game to this magnitude, but wasn't for a lack of effort, that's for sure.
It is time to hand out our Living Way Church play of the night. This was the one that put it away. Zachary Garcia, the junior running back, right up the middle with the cutback right there. Going sideways. Also the big winner, hats off to the Wagner Thunderbirds for the best uniforms of the season. That black with red, very cool. When we come back, our sideline reporter, to be named later, will be handing out the Monarch Trophy.